Good morning, everybody. This is Brian Jew, and you're listening to The Drive-In on TBS efm 101.3. It is Wednesday, and unfortunately for Korea, I know you guys just heard Alex and Peter talking about this just before the drive-in started, but Korea was unable to advance to the next round in the World Baseball Classic despite defeating Taiwan yesterday. And the Korean team had their backs against the wall. After losing a game to the Netherlands, then winning against Australia, they had to defeat Taiwan by 6 runs to advance. They were only able to win 3-2, which means 3 teams in the bracket finished with 2 wins and 1 loss. This just goes to show you 2 things. 1, the best team does not always win in baseball. And come on, the United States still has not won the WBC, and America invented the freaking sport. Yes. And 2, baseball is becoming bigger and bigger all over the world, and the level of play in other countries is getting better, and everyone's getting more advanced. So I want to congratulate all the listeners in Taiwan. It is a great achievement to have advanced to the second round for the first time. So for you guys, we're going to start off today's show with a song from the movie that came out in 2010 called Killers. Here's Macy Gray singing Beauty in the World, requested by listener 3897. That was Macy Gray with Beauty in the World from the Killers original soundtrack. I don't know if you guys feel it, but does it seem like Macy Gray sounds like, welcome to the driving on TBS efm 101.3. That's what I feel like she sounds like. It's been something on my mind since I was in high school. And big ups to you, Macy Gray. You're doing great things, great voice. It's unique. I'm not making fun of the voice. I just think it's unique that you have that amazing voice and you stand out. You're not, conforming yourself to the way the world wants you to be. And you're being yourself. So I'm proud of you. Great things are happening for you. Anyways, you guys listening to The Drive-In. We're on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas, and GFN 98.7 in Gwangju, and 93.7 in Yeosu. I'm your go-to guy for the hour, Brian Jew, and I want to let you guys know how to get in contact with us right now. I'm talking about right now. You can call the studio at 02-778-1013 or send us a text at pound 1013 for a charge of $51 to your smartphones. Or you can send an email at efmdriving@gmail.com or simply tweet us away, which it's happening right now. Everyone's tweeting these days. It's at efmdriving. And also you can leave us a message on our webpage, which is tbsefm.soul.kr. Scroll down the program list and The Drive-In will pop up, and there you go. It's simple. And all the requests must be from a movie or a TV show, not just any song you want to listen to at this very moment. But feel free to contact us anytime and send us a shout out and whatever you want to do. Let us know. But right now, we're going to read some Twitter comments because we have so many on blast. We will have one from Serena Chong, short, happy Wednesday. Be sure to tune into TBS efm 101.3. Pretty much she is PRing for us. Thank you so much, Serena, all the way from Singapore. Ongni D wrote, good morning, B. Today is Oho's birthday. She's your Thai BFF and my best friend. Please sing happy birthday and say something to her. Well, Oho, I guess I have to sing to you because she asked. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Oho. Happy birthday to you, and many more. There you go. Happy birthday to you, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day in Thailand. And I hope you're, happy that I sang for you, even with my voice not being fully warmed up. But I did it anyway because it's your special day. Also, before I go on to the scene of the day, I just want to thank May Ann. She sent a package. I don't know if you sent it. I don't know if you remember you sending it. I got a package from her. All these little goodies inside. We just got it today. Well, I got it today. So thank you very much. I'm very excited to go home and open the package and see all the great gifts that were listed on the little list on front of the old paper thing you have to sign every time you go to the post office. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. It means so much to me. And with that said, it's time for the scene of the day. So earlier in the beginning, we were talking about baseball, of course, and that reminds me of a great movie that came out in 1992 starring Tom Hanks, Gina Davis, Rosie O'Donnell, and Madonna, and the film is called A League of Their Own. And in this film, a lot of men who played baseball have been drafted and sent to fight in World War II, so there's no room for dudes to play baseball anymore, so they opened up the door for women's baseball in America. And Gina Davis plays Dottie, a character who is a great catcher, and even a better hitter. And Tom Hanks plays Jimmy Dugan, a washed-up drunk who's hired to manage the team. There's no doubt in my mind that women can play baseball, of course. We all know that. Women are great at all things. That's what I mean. Women, you guys are talented. You guys can play sports, you know? But, you know, women can be a little bit more emotional than men are. So let's listen to the clip that I want to stress to you guys today.
No! No! And you know why?
No.
Because there's no crying in baseball. There's no crying in baseball! No crying!
What's the matter, Jimmy?
What? She's crying, sir.
I didn't mean to do that.
Perhaps you chastise her too vehemently. Good rule of thumb. Treat each of these girls as you would treat your mother.
Anyone ever tell you look like a with a little hat on?
You're out of here!
Oh, no,
right
no,
now,
no,
Jimmy, I heard.
There's no crying in baseball. Now, why would you say that to somebody? Especially when they're all emotional. Actually, you can cry. I mean, people cry in the World Series and they cry in any sport if you do great too. Because you just feel overwhelmed in a good way. And in this scene, he's yelling at a girl. If you yell at somebody, of course, eventually they're going to burst open and cry. And one thing that I think is great about this film as well, it shows a very early instance of women's liberation. And one way that league was trying to sell tickets was to give the players sex appeal. And I think that's just wrong, because people should go watch a sport because they want to watch the sport, not because they want to go and see some skin. Like I'm saying, if regular baseball had dudes with their shirts off, are all these ladies going to go? Maybe, but that shouldn't be the reason for going to see baseball. It should be because you love the sport. And in the scene, there's also a scene actually in this movie where the women's uniform's a little short. So that was a bother for them, because when they went to slide in the bases, they got injured because their clothing were so short. Anyways, with all that said, we got a great song for you guys. And also, this lady did a great acting job in this movie. Madonna was in this movie. Great acting. And she also sings the next song from the soundtrack. And this is Madonna with This Used to Be My Playground.
I wish you were standing here with me. This used to be our playground. This used to be our childhood dream.
This used to be our playground. Not the radio station. That was Madonna with This Used to Be My Playground from the League of Their Own original soundtrack. Now, coming up on today's show, it's Wednesday here at the Drive-In. That means Eugene will be here for Behind the Screen, and he's going to give us all the latest news about Hollywood and celebrity news and latest movie news that's going around the world. And that's going to be after intermission, so stick around for that. And then right after that, we got Musical Wednesday, of course. Well, I'll be introducing a brand new musical for you guys today. So stick around for that, because it's going to be right after intermission. So if you change the dial, you're going to miss everything. But right now, we're going to play a song request for you guys. The next request is by Nikki, and it's from the 2000 film, or the film that came out in the year 2000, called Center Stage. And this is a film about a group of dancers, or young adults, who join a ballet academy in New York. So basically dancers, of course. And, you know, all the listeners out there, they seem to love all these movies about dance. And, you know, it's like, it's a new thing, I guess. It's the it thing right now. And we have requests from like Dirty Dancing, Footloose, Step Up, Billy Elliot, and so on. So here's another one to, you know, fit the category. And the song is called Don't Get Lost in the Crowd by Ashley Ballard. And I'll be right back. Once again, that was Don't Get Lost in the Crowd by Ashley Ballard from the, what movie was that again? The Center Stage original soundtrack? I know I named so many movies from dance movies. That's what got confused. But Center Stage is the movie that Nikki requested from. And we have some Twitter comments right now. We have Mayanne, she wrote, I love dance movies. Center Stage, totally love that film. Yay, the song is the song. Yay. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Also, we have BFF Walker's Asiatics. She wrote, if I'm driving Brian Jew, not always going to have the sympathetic person around, so it's good to get thicker skin. And I like this movie as well. Well, thank you for liking the movie. And if you haven't seen the movie, go watch it. It's a great movie. And now the next song, well, the last song for the first half of our show is requested by, actually, what's the request? Was it? There's no request numbers on here. So, it's from the first Indiana Jones movie. Actually, more like all the Indiana Jones movies, because it's the Indiana theme song. Yes, Indiana Jones, starring Harrison Ford, the superstar. Actually, that movie made him a superstar. So, y'all, check out the song, and I'll be right back after intermission. I can't talk right now. With Eugene. This is Brian Juicy in a bit. Welcome back to the Drive-In. Now it's time for Behind the Screen with Eugene.
Yeehaw! That's your southern accent again?
That?
You're the Behind the Screen with
That's
Eugene.
my accent. Don't
oh
make
my
fun of my
goodness.
accent.
Now, how are you, Brian? How are you today?
Not too bad. My leg feels better.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
So right now, everybody, Brian is eating his breakfast in between
Can
the
you
breaks.
explain? Can you explain what I'm eating? So
Yeah,
they
he's
can
got
know?
a sweet potato there, some 6 or 7 hard-boiled eggs, and a can
3.
of... Okay, 3. Well, I mean, if you, the shells, there's 6 or 7 shells.
It's like
cut in half.
Easter in here.
Yeah, well, except for their white eggs. And also, there's a can of chicken, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or tuna? No, that's chicken. Okay. So, and what's that? I don't know what that is. Some supplement from
Multivitamins.
the General Nutrition, the
Division.
some company. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay.
you guys assume just because we here at the drive-in, and I mean all K-pop stars, we eat like fancy foods every morning. No, this is the boringest breakfast in the world. Hard-boiled eggs, sweet potato, and a can of chicken.
It might be boring, but it certainly is healthy.
Yeah, not if you eat it every day. You see me bring this thing every day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's sad. That's the start
It's
of my
better than
day.
eating nothing at all. Actually, I had some cereal this morning, which is also very boring, but you know that's good.
Yeah, I miss the taste of cereal. I haven't had cereal in ages.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't like
I try not to eat
like
grains and stuff
those
anymore.
sugary cereals when I was a kid. You know, I really wanted to eat those, and then I became an adult and I thought they were disgusting. You know.
Because it's got too much sugar.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Fruity Pebbles and stuff.
Or,
growing up.
yeah, or the one with the rabbit. You know. Is
Tricks
it
for kids!
Silly rabbit. Yeah, I remember that. All right, so
Anyways,
should we
we have
get
to
into
get
some
to-
movie news?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so the first
Yes,
story.
we should.
Yes, we should. Okay,
Yes.
the first story comes from. Remember last time we talked about the Avengers, how they said there was going to be a bloodbath, right? Everybody's going to die.
Is that going to be true?
Well, we don't know for sure, but definitely there is an information that Iron Man will not be among the people who will die.
Woo!
Because-
So all you Robert Downey Jr. fans out there, you guys should be happy right now.
Right, they want to leave the door open for Robert Downey Jr. to make more sequels if they want to. You know?
Oh, wait. So did they make a contract with Robert Downey Jr.?
They
that-
have not yet made a contract, but as you know, Iron Man 3 is coming out soon.
Okay.
And the people who make it, the directors, were saying, you know, I have a feeling that we've developed Iron Man 3 to actually conclude a trilogy, right? So you would think that, there's a possibility that they don't need him around anymore, so maybe he could die. But they left it open-ended so that if Robert Downey Jr. wants to continue to play Iron Man, he will be able to do so. Right?
Okay.
So, that just leaves things open in the future. Which
Which is always
is
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't kill him off yet.
Of course. And also, Iron Man, he's not one of those heroes that can just come back from death, you know, because
He's human.
He doesn't have any superpowers, really.
He's just a big metal
Right.
person.
Exactly. So
He's like the new age RoboCop. That's how I would call him.
RoboCop? Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess so. But I really like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man a lot. And
He
I think
suits the character so well.
He does.
Yeah.
And also because, like, there's so many congruities between his own life and the life that he's supposed to portray, which is like, you know, he had trouble with alcohol and drugs and everything. And Tony Stark, the character, also seems to have the same problem, right? And he was very self-absorbed back in his younger days. And same thing with the Iron Man
And the
character.
character, yeah.
So, I mean, he plays it really well. It's just perfectly suited for
Are
him.
you trying to say that he's playing himself in real life?
Well, no, because I don't think Robert Downey Jr. actually flies around shooting stuff out of his hands.
Why are you
and-
gonna deny that? Maybe he has a big metal suit that he uses when at home.
Have you seen it?
I haven't. I'm in Korea, man.
Yeah, I guess
I don't
he's
live in Hollywood.
only saving people over in Hollywood and in New York, you know. So, but no, definitely, this is really good because I like all the Iron Man movies, but when I was a kid, the only way I ever saw Iron Man was in the comic books.
Comic books, yeah.
And I wasn't really a big fan, to tell you the truth. Like,
I have to
it's
be honest, I
interesting.
wasn't a fan of the comics either or the cartoon stuff,
Mm-hmm.
the animated stuff. But now with the actual real life movie making, and Iron Man is just something that opened up new doors for me, and I'm like, wow, I like this character.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
really good. And I think the other Avengers characters also, they should be getting some new movies in the coming years, they said. So, you know, there's going to be a Captain America 2, I believe. I think even Hawkeye and the Black Widow are going to get their own movie also.
Didn't they die? Why do I feel like they didn't
They
die.
didn't die, no. So it was Jeremy Renner and Scarlett Johansson.
Did you see the movie The Avengers in America or Korea?
I saw it here.
So you didn't see the special ending,
I saw the ending after the credits.
which was in Korea. I heard they didn't have it. In
No,
the
they
version.
did. They did.
The kebab store?
What's the? I didn't see that ending. Okay, there was.
Oh my gosh! Why did they edit it out in Korea? I know that a lot of my friends. I told them to stay till the very, very end.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "What happened? The lights went on and we left." I was like, "What? They edited it out in the
Oh.
States at the very end."
Yeah.
You know that joke about when Robert Downey Jr. is on the ground? He's like, "Hey, after this, let's go get a kebab. There's a good
Oh,
kebab
yeah.
store here." The very end of the movie, all the Avengers characters are at a kebab store when it's like, they're falling apart because they just destroy the city. And they're sitting there eating a kebab.
I wonder why they took that
with
out.
no face expression. Because there's no dialogue. It's just them eating a kebab. And it looks like Scarlett Johansson's about to break out in laughter, but she just holds it in.
Well,
they edited that out.
I guess they edited it out because,
I thought it was funny.
it's a cultural reference that maybe a lot of people in Korea might not get,
No, I mean,
possible.
it's just
like
them
the kebab cart.
I think it's more... They're trying to show, the directors are showing that these superheroes are just human and they eat kebabs.
Absolutely.
Not superhero food.
Well, there is no such thing as superhero food, is there?
Could be.
I'm Superman. I eat superfood.
Superman is, what do you call it? Kryptonite messes him up. So that's superhero, I guess, poison.
Yeah, that's not food.
But it's still poison. It's a superhero
well, actually,
poison.
yeah, there is superhero food. I remember Popeye used to eat spinach, and that would give him his superpowers. But I don't know if you consider him a
spinach
hero.
and I don't get no big muscles all the time.
Well, I don't know if you want
protein.
to. I don't know if you want to have muscles like Popeye. Your forearms would be gigantic, But
I eat me spinach. Da, 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 da.
I'm strong to the finish because I eat me spinach. Yeah, of course.
Papa Sailor Man. Doot, doot.
Okay,
I
let's
love
move
that.
on to the next piece of news.
Let's
there
do that.
are two movies that are coming out on Blu-ray, DVD this week.
Okay.
Number one is Wreck-It Ralph, which we've talked about a lot.
Oh, that's already come out on Blu-ray?
Yeah.
The movie came out like last week, it feels like.
It seems like it, but time just flies by because we enjoy being on the drive-in here. Right?
Okay.
It came out in the States, I think, 4 or 5 months ago. So
Okay,
it's
okay,
about
okay.
the right time. The second movie that is coming out on Blu-ray is the 20th anniversary edition, limited edition of Schindler's List.
Ooh.
So can you believe it was 20 years when this movie was made? 20 years ago?
I did not know this. And I saw this movie when how old was I when I first saw this movie? And I cried and cried.
Yeah.
It's a sad movie.
I don't know. I guess you would have been about 14 or so if you saw it in the theater, right?
No, I didn't see it in the theaters because I wasn't allowed.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't
Yeah.
either. I think I was 16 at the time. They wouldn't let me in. So I said I was going to go see something else. And I snuck in to watch Schindler's List instead.
You're evil.
Yeah. And it was like one of my first dates ever, right?
And what'd you guys do at the theater?
Well, we were watching
movie?
it, and like the girl kept crying and crying and everything, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I took you to see this movie, but
Why are you going to take a girl? Okay, I know a lot of dates go see, romantic comedies and they tear up there, but you don't take a girl on a date to see a movie that's going to just depress you.
I was a rookie at dating. That's all I must say. But on the way out of this movie, though, the usher said, "Okay, where's your parents?" Right? Because it was just the two of us, and we were really young.
I took it to make a joke like, so the usher said, "I'm doing it my way."
No.
Get it, y'all listeners? That's Usher, the singer. There you go. Yes.
That's
Which
funny.
also wasn't in a lot of movies.
Yes,
I
it
forgot
was.
Usher was in a lot of movies. You should play some of his songs for the future.
We should.
Before the first season of Driving goes to bye-bye.
Oh. Yeah. But
Anyways,
let me
yes.
finish the story. The usher got really angry because we didn't have our parents with us, and we were not old enough to see the movie. It was rated R.
Obviously.
So he actually called my parents, and they had to come and pick me up, right?
Ooh.
And then my mom was like, "Why did you sneak into the rated R movie? I told you can't see those movies." And I was like,
Was your dad cool about it?
My stepfather was not cool about it, no. But I was.
Did you get a beat down?
No. I was really sorry, and I was like, "I'm sorry, Mom. I just really wanted to see the movie." She's like, "Well, what movie was it?" And I was like, "Schindler's List." And she's like, "Oh, okay, that's fine." Right? 'Cause
Oh,
it's
so she wasn't mad.
It's educational, right? But she said, "Next time, if you want to see something like that, let's go together."
My mom and dad would have beat the badunk-a-dunk out of me.
Well, it's not like I stole something. I still
That
paid
is
for a
true. What are you trying to say? I stole something? I might have when I was younger, but
ticket. Okay.
that's another story for another day. Anyways,
All right,
any other
let's go
news?
to the third story. Do you like IU?
I don't hate her. It's just like I like her like as like a little, 동생.
Yeah. Well, I was a big fan of her when she debuted, actually.
Okay.
Not a huge fan, but I thought she's pretty good. She has talent. And
She's got talent. She can sing. Girl's got a voice.
thing is, it seems like the industry was kind of controlling her back then. It seemed like with her image, they're like, "Oh, let's change her image this week." Bam, you're gonna sing a kiddie song called Marshmallow, and then bam, you're gonna be like,
The
oh.
sad truth is that's what the K-pop world's all about, though.
Yeah, but
You know?
regardless, she is set to appear in an upcoming weekend drama called 이순신 Shin is the Best, or 최고다 이순신 Shin. Now, do you know who 이순신 Shin is?
No.
You know the statue up in front of the Gwanghwamun area?
Lee Sun-shin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like the admiral who
Okay,
fought
okay,
Mr.
okay.
Jung. Now, see, I read the title and I thought that, oh wow, it's a historical thing, but that's actually not the case. Just that's her name in the movie or in the drama.
So it has no connection at all.
I don't believe so, but
Okay.
she's gonna be a girl who is neither fortunate nor pretty. I mean, I use pretty, so I don't know how they're gonna pull that off. But she struggles with her mother to find happiness after her father has passed away. Right, that's what it's about. The other actors that will be in here are Jo Jung-seok, Yoo In-na, and Son Tae-young. And this was announced at a press conference on March 4th at the Plaza Hotel in Central Seoul. So it's going to start soon, this drama. And so I would recommend that if you are a fan of IU and you want to see if there's any connection to Lee Sun-shin, that you should watch it.
I doubt there's going to be any connection. It's just a name.
Yeah, of course.
It's like me, Brian. Am I connected with Brian McKnight or Brian Adams? No.
No, but it's
I'm
interesting.
Brian Ju.
You know, Lee Sun-shin, that's a very male name, and give it to a girl character, right?
I mean, your name, Eugene, could be a girl's
Yeah,
name in
exactly.
Korea,
A lot of
so,
people
I mean,
always say that all the time.
Yeah, you have a pretty name.
Well,
Aww.
thank you. It means I have the truth.
Is that what Eugene means?
Yes.
I never knew the meaning of that name.
Yeah, if you look at the Chinese characters, that makes it. So,
Okay, with that said, we have a great song for you guys right now. And Eugene, would you like to introduce the next song before you head out?
sure. Like we were talking about the Avengers before, so here's a song from the Avengers soundtrack. This is Soundgarden with Live to Rise, and I'll see you on Friday, Brian.
Friday it is. So I have a question for all you guys. Have you ever wished you'd never grow up and always would stay a kid? Well, of course we all have. And that's why the musical we're going to talk about is perfect. In fact, this musical is so popular that it lends its title to a term for people who don't want to grow up. And they call it a Peter Pan complex. That's an actual term people use. And now, of course, there have been many, many different releases of Peter Pan. And there have several movies, books, cartoons, even silent movies. And today, we're talking about the Broadway musical, actually, and of Peter Pan. And there were actually 2 Broadway musicals, but the one we'll review today is way more popular. This one was the one that was originally released in 1954, and it starred Mary Martin as Peter Pan. And it becomes so popular that the exact musical was made into a movie twice. Not once, but twice. And if you're not familiar of the story of Peter Pan, it's about a girl named Wendy who is visited one night by a boy who can fly. And he takes her to a far-off land called Never Never Land so that she can be a mother to all his friends who are the Lost Boys. And the first song comes from the 1990s version of the musical. Here's Kathy Rigby singing Never Never Land. Once again, that was Kathy Rigby singing Never Never Land for the 1990s version of the play, or musical Peter Pan. Now, Never Never Land sounds like a great place to go to and visit, but how on earth do we get there? They say you can fly, they say you can do many things, but guess what? You can't just get on a plane and get there because you have to fly by yourself. So we're actually going to learn from Peter Pan how to get there through his words. So this time we're going to listen to Mary Martin singing I'm Flying from the 1960s version of the play. And if you haven't seen this musical or even watched this, I guess, cartoon or movie, I urge you guys to see it so you know somewhat what the musical is about. So here, once again, is Mary Martin singing I'm Flying.
Peter, can you really fly?
That was I'm Flying by Mary Martin. And right now it's time to wrap up the show. But stick around because 101.3 Main Street is next with An Jung-hyun. And of course we have GFN. If you're listening to GFN, we have Hello Korea coming up next. And the final song of the hour was actually a phone call request by a man named Henry, and requested a song by the Wonder Girls from The DJ Is Mine, which is, I guess, the Wonder Girls documentary film. So this is for you, Henry. I want to say thank you for requesting this song. This is Brian Ju signing off, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace!